What's going on, traders? Welcome back to day 13 of 25 days of trading. I appreciate you tuning in as always. Reminder to subscribe and don't miss tomorrow's video. Every morning at 11 a.m. Eastern, I'll be dropping the next day's video all the way through Christmas morning. And if you like it, leave a comment down below, share it with a friend. Make sure you subscribe so you come back for more. And let's get right into this one. I want to talk to you about the psychological pitfalls that I see almost every trader falling into. And I'll fall into it from time to time as well, right? We're all human. We're not going to avoid all of these psychological emotions. But in this given video, the one I want to say is our psychological pitfall of the video. Probably thinking that we have to catch all of every move, stringing that together with thinking I need to be in every move, aka once I'm in that move, I now need to catch all of it, right? Which also leads to kind of over trading, because if you're thinking you need to be in every move, you're going to be taking a lot of trades that day, which could also look like over trading. So it's a lot of psychological traps. I know it's not just one, but they all fall around the same bucket of taking too many trades, holding on to them too long, thinking you just get in whenever without a strict plan of I'll take that trade, I can make money, whatever, I'll chase that and make money, I'll hold on to it forever, and I'm going to make all the money that the market has to give today. Just not the case. So let's get into the market right away. First things first, just looking at TradeZella, I just did this for the first time. Looking at the year, just I don't know exactly how many trading days we've had so far, but 565 trades this year. Probably had about 200 plus for sure. That's about 2 trades a day on average when you just split it between the 200 days. If I traded all 200, I did not. Right, so I guess we can more accurately divide it by the 140, 150 days I traded. So maybe it's 3 trades per day, right? But there's also copiers on here, so it's a little misleading. But I'd still say 1 to 2 trades per day. I'm certainly not catching all of every move. I'm looking for my 1R. I just had a conversation with Josh with our BSC members. If he had a nice markup today saying I exited early, I'm leaving money on the table. If you just look at it here, this was his exit. I mean, it looks like 1R to me. You got a break of lower day, good to hold through that pullback because it's still building lower highs, and it falls to your 1R target. Close there. Yes, look how much further it ran, and we left money on the table. But long term, how many times is a run like that versus how many times does it pull back and stop us out for less money that we don't need to be worried about what happens after we're out of the trade? As long as we made our 1R, our profit target, 1.5R, whatever it is, we did our job. You stack that up over a course of a year, you'll be in great shape. Now, if you're closing your trades at 0.3R, zero point 0.4 when you're not supposed to, and it keeps running without you in it, yes, that's a problem. We're leaving money on the table for the wrong reasons. But if you're doing your plan of following your rules of 1R, 1.5R, then who cares how much you leave on after? That just be content with your gains today. Over the long term, it'll compound very quickly. But we don't need to go into all this. I've done monthly reviews for all of these. But if you just look at all these individual days and months, I had 9 trades in November, 9.6K. So it's really, you don't need more days or more trades to make good money. In October, 14 days, a couple big red days because I had the max daily loss a little bit wider, but still, 5 trades, 2 trades, 7 trades on a copier. So it's not really, right? Divided by 3 or 4 pretty much. Going back to September, 15 days, I took quite a bit of days off and a bigger day as well of the max daily losses. That was the big problem coming off the summer, trying to find my niche within that, my comfort zone, but survival, not taking too many trades, 3, 5, 2, 4, staying alive. Ooh, 14, my bad. But that was a tough week right there, as you could obviously see. But I also want to take us into the charts here, right? So I think a lot of us are nice visual learners of, well, where should I be getting out of my trades? Obviously, I teach you in my Futures 2.0 course on ASFX TV, my strategy of when to get in, when to get out, stop loss placement, all that good stuff. So definitely want to go check that out. If you don't have a strategy, you're trying to refine yours even more. And if you are watching in December, you could use code XMAS for 25% off your first month. That'll give you access to the 2 courses as well as the live streams where you could see me put them into practice every day. So definitely consider that if you're watching this in December. But looking at TradingView here, just to game plan a mythical day, right? This is no one in particular. Then let's say we shorted it after it broke below. Let's get rid of that New York VWAP. I don't know where that's from. It broke below today's New York VWAP. I'm short bias. Okay, nice. We made a nice one. We're 1-0 on the day. We found a winning trade. Maybe we re-enter on the break and retest of opening range low. Initial balance low. Okay, nice. We're 2-0. We're feeling hot. And then a nice little small pullback. We jump in again. Now we're actually 2-1. And then we jump in again. It pulls back, stops us break even. falls without us, and now we're still 2-1 on the day. Maybe we're still green, but there's just so many trades, so much thinking, so much discretion, so much analysis, so much emotions of getting in, getting out, putting on risk, taking off risk. Where if you just simplified of, this isn't really off my key level. The move kind of happened without me. Like I'm looking for a bigger pullback. This is pretty low. That if you wait, you get a nice retest off initial bounce. You're able to get a nice higher price than chasing it down here, and then you get nice stress-free money. So if you're gonna, because I'm definitely not saying don't trade more than once a day. You don't have to quit after you're 1-0, but be strict with your plan. Thinking that you need to be in every move of, well, I made money short here, I made money short again there. Surely I could short it here and make money too, right? Not necessarily. What is it that fits your plan? These two are off key levels of opening range low, New York VWAP. This is off nothing. This is off the opening range low, initial bounce low again. So that one fits your rules. Go ahead, take that trade. That's a good trade. That's not over trading. That's following your plan. Let's look at the day prior. This is another good example. Let's say you made money short on the breakout of open range low. Even though I don't do that because they normally don't run, yesterday sure did. So you take the money there. Nice. You're still holding this trade forever. Let's say you got a perfect exit down there. Somehow, some way, that's beautiful. Great job. But let's just say more realistically, you short it once. Maybe you get back in. So again, 2-0 on the day. Beautiful. You know what? I want to keep on trading. I'm not content with that. Maybe you're sizing too small on these, that you're not content with a 2-0 day. Because if I'm 2-0, I'm laughing all the way to the bank. But with these, okay, well, let me jump in again a third time because I could just keep printing money short. Well, we actually take a loss. Oh, well, it's still holding around this level, so I'm going to get back in. And then, boom, there's another loss. So now we're actually 2-2. We're break even on the day. What the hell just happened? Well, here's now my retest to New York, initial balance low. Let me short it again, and you make your money back. So now you're up one trade on the day. But you were also up one trade of the day way back here at 10:30 in the morning. But you didn't call it a day there. You stuck around until 2:15 to call it a day and still end up the same profit you were after that trade. So just getting outside of your rules and thinking I could just take anything. I'll short it any way it wants me to. You know, what can I do? I'm just going to short it. No, this is off my initial balance low break and retest. Okay, nice. That fits my rules. What we could also say is throwing the low a day VWAP. No breaks on here. No break, no break. You could say that's a break there, but to be more picky, what is this? This is the full retest off a key level of New York VWAP, opening range low. After such an overextended move, I wouldn't be surprised to see a full retest because it's very overexhausted. And then you take the third short, or this was like your fifth make believe short. You can just take this as your second trade of the day rather than your fourth or your fifth. Or, like we said, you're 2-0 on the day way back here. Get off the desk. You don't need to still stick around and try to make more and potentially give more back. Play the long term. Be content with your gains. You made 30 points today. Now imagine if you made 30 points 4 days a week for a month and a year. You'd be pretty happy. But if you're constantly having a 30-point day, a 2-point day, a minus 50-point day, a minus 50-point day, a 6-point day. Oh, there's my 30-point day, 2-point day. Because you're just all over the place, always having big days, giant red days, small green days, and the potential big green day, right? But mostly, it's always giving back profits. One last one, we're not going to go as in depth with it, but same thing. A strong open here. That maybe you made money on the bottom here, catching most of the move, but you're jumping at the top thinking, oh, I could just buy it whenever. It's a small pullback, but I could buy it. I like it. It's going to go higher. Well, nope, actually, it's going to pull back now because it's pretty overextended. And then you buy it off of that. That's your stress-free trade. It fits your plan. It fits your rules. And rather than holding on to this trade forever, you get out. You could buy it back actually at a better price of now you're in up here rather than still being long way up there. So, surprise, surprise as well. Let's go on a New York VWAP coming right off of it, as well as the open range high. So this fits my plan of a key level VWAP bounce, open range high bounce. Let's go continued trend. So I'm allowed to take that trade. I should take that trade. It fits my plan. But if I'm taking small little pullbacks like this without a high day break, I deserve to get smacked in the face like that. But just overall, I think less trades is always going to be more, especially if you're struggling. I try to preach this as much as I can. If you are struggling, it's almost like I know you want to succeed, but what's the worst that can happen? If you're already losing money, try this experiment of, you know what, I'm gonna keep myself to 1 to 2 trades a day and see what happens. And if you somehow lose money still, all right, well, you were losing money anyway, so the experiment didn't really hurt you. It kept you where you were. But hopefully we found lessons in it of, okay, well, it's probably not the amount of trades you're taking. It's maybe now we look at the quality of trades you're taking. Do you have a good strategy? Do you have a good plan? But many of the times if someone's over trading, it's like, let's just do an experiment of do 1 to 2 a day, see what happens. You're gonna leave plenty of money on the table. You're also gonna put a lot of money in your pocket of not taking losers. It's all gonna equal out. So try it out. Like I said, for a beginner or someone that's struggling, you don't have to, but try it out. See if I'm wrong or see if I'm right. I don't want to be right necessarily. I want you guys to all make money. But if you're going to overtrade, I'm sure you're probably going to lose money at some point more than you need to. So just take 1 to 2 a day for 2 weeks and see what comes of it. And then you'll be like, oh, wow. Yeah, look at that. I actually strung together like 8 green days. Some were small, but some were bigger. Like I had a nice 4K 2 weeks. Wow. I've never done that because I've always thought I had to take 30 trades in that 2 week span to make a lot of money. No, no, no. Don't fall into that trap of thinking you need more trades to make more money. You need every trade to make money on the day, or you need to hold on to them forever. Put good risk on 1 to 2 trades a day. Get a slice of the move, not the whole pie, and you'll make tons of money over the long term, right? You got to play it out. No one's going to be content with a $500 gain today, but if you can string that over 108 days, not too bad. So play the long term. Don't fall into that trap. Please, please, please. And as always, make sure to check out the course on ASFX TV if you do need a strategy or you do want to refine your rules, become more professional with your approach. Feel free to check that out on ASFX TV. Code XMIS if you're watching this in December for 25% off that first month. Join us on the streams as well. See how we trade, ask questions, receive feedback on your markups, how you're trading, everything like that. And make sure to tune back in for tomorrow's video. Every morning at 11 a.m. Eastern, we'll be dropping the next day's video. So I'll see you guys on the desk tomorrow morning.